Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mooloolaba Music. My name is Chris, and I'm joined today by the very incredible Marcus.
Hi. So today we are looking at these two Gibson guitars. We have, in Chris's hands here, we have the J-45 Rosewood, and I have here with me the Hummingbird Rosewood.
Oh, both beautiful guitars, both very personable. They have their own style. One thing I have to point out first is this glorious finish. This is truly one of my favorite paint jobs
I agree.
on a Gibson guitar.
Yep.
Definitely, if I could afford it, I'd have 10.
Yeah, the Rosewood Burst. It's actually a really nice finish. It's kind of like I guess, a darkened version of, or like an aged version of a cherry sunburst. It suits them very well. Sort of a browny red on the outside. So obviously the J-45 and the Hummingbird, you can see some differences. The round-shouldered dreadnought versus a square shoulder. We've got some obviously different inlays on here and a bound neck on the Hummingbird versus a little bit more, I guess, plain and classic and subtle on the J-45. Both look fantastic, like great looking guitars. They're both classic Gibsons. So why would one guitarist choose one over the other? Chris, give me an answer.
I'm going to say the sonic differences. The sonic differences is probably one of the main reasons you would pick a J-45 or a Hummingbird. If you were going to get a J-45, you might be one of those players who wants to play and fit within a band, finger picking or even strumming. These guitars are the staple in most recording studios because they are that acoustic guitar sound. But if you're going to play one of these Hummingbirds over here, you might spend a little bit more and you might get a very different sound. There's just some slight changes that you'll hear when Marcus plays this guitar in comparison to this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that these two actually have all the same timbers. Now, generally J-45 and Hummingbird are a mahogany spruce. These ones are rosewood and spruce. So the differences we're going to get out of that is we're going to get a lot more bottom end and a little bit different change, a bit of a shift in the mids. So am I going to play something first?
I'd love to hear Marcus kick it off with the gorgeous
Stop
Hummingbird.
Stop it, Chris.
Yeah, give us some. That classic full sounding Gibson, the thing that we know and love. When you go and spend the big bucks on Gibson, you expect that strong resonance. You want that big, thick sound.
It was resonant, yeah, real deep. Yeah, you could just feel that right through the back of the guitar. Yeah.
We'll hear the J-45 now.
That very sweet sounding.
Yes.
This is kind of almost like a jumbo in comparison.
Yeah.
In the terms of that, I guess, yeah. Again, it's it's a bigger bottom end to it, but a sweeter mid range in that.
The J-45 signature, the sweet mid range. You still get some of that bass carryover, but
absolutely.
But these Hummingbirds have definitely got something a little bigger, a little warmer about the sound.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot more presence in the depth. So definitely, if you're after that sort of more bass response, still got a nice chime in the high end. Yeah, it's kind of like bass treble and like this, and I think the J-45 just does this a bit more. It comes down on the bass response and just brings that mid-range up a little bit more. Yeah, even with the Rosewood back in sizes, we've done the mahogany ones and then these Rosewood as well. It's still there. Great sounding guitars though.
Great sounding guitars, and I love gold trimmings. When I get some gold machine heads or anything like that, that really does it for me. And I can see on both of these, they've paired the gold with this beautiful finish, and I think it really complements it over the silver or the chrome.
Do you like cleaning the gold hardware as well?
I have to say, as a guitar tech who cleans guitars professionally all day, every day, gold is not the best for longevity, and you do see gold tarnish a little more than chrome. But if you wipe it down after every use or every second use, you get a lot more life out of these guys.
I like the look of the tarnished gold, actually.
You like a tarnished gold?
I do. I think it's great.
I think it's cool. Any
Nickel's
guitar
great
that
too.
ages is gonna tick Marcus's box. He likes he likes an old guitar, you know.
Play something again for me, Chris.
This time I'm gonna play without a pick because I think the pick gives you a really nice strong attack and gives you a big full sound. But sometimes, especially with these J45s, the magic can be in the finger picking. So I'm gonna give you a little demonstration.
I'm going to go a little off script here. Not that we had a script at all. I want you to play that exact same thing
Oh, beautiful.
because I want the same piece played, but
Yep.
also the guitar is also then positioned in front of the microphone in the same place.
So
So we know it's going to give a truer indication.
Oh, I have to say, the Hummingbird is really cutting through.
You can feel. Did you feel that sort of rumble you get out of
The
it?
minute I gave those low notes a strum,
Yeah.
I felt it in the chest. And that's the other thing about these Gibsons, the bracing structure, it really passes the vibration through to the player. And that's how you know the difference when you're playing a cheaper guitar versus some of these expensive guitars. You can feel it as you play the chords.
Resonant, yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Well, don't just take it on what we think. What do you guys think?
Let us know. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Do you prefer the sound of the Hummingbird or the J45? It's a long conversation. I don't know if it'll be solved in the comments below, but I'd love to read
Let's
what
try.
you have to say. And we're going to write back. We're going to let you know what we think as well. So write down below. Let us know. Do you prefer the Hummingbird? Do you prefer the J45? Either way, they're both beautiful guitars. And it's been a pleasure, Marcus. I'll see you next time.
See you, mate.
Cheers.